Have you ever wondered how a single invisible line could change the history of an entire country? Not a championship trophy, not a Grand Slam title, just one line on a ranking spreadsheet. For almost 6 decades, no Filipino player had ever crossed it at the US Open. Year after year, generation after generation, the line stayed exactly where it was, untouched. But now, at just 21 years old, Alex Eala stands on the edge of doing something no Filipino man or woman has ever done before. And the most incredible part? Just 2 years ago, she wasn't even inside the tournament. This isn't just another ranking update. It's the story of how one heartbreaking defeat became the beginning of something historic. Today, Alex Eala sits at world number 32, with projections placing her even higher once the latest Wimbledon points are fully added to the rankings. If she holds her position through the official US Open seeding cutoff, history will quietly be rewritten. Her name will appear where no Filipino name has ever appeared before, as a seeded player in the US Open main draw. It sounds simple on paper, but behind that number lies years of sacrifice, setbacks, and moments that almost ended the dream before it truly began. To understand why this matters, you have to go back to August 2024. The location was exactly the same. The US Open grounds in New York. The same courts, the same atmosphere, the same dream. But the ending couldn't have been more different. Alex was playing in the final round of qualifying, just one victory away from reaching her first Grand Slam main draw as a professional. One match separated her from achieving a milestone that every young tennis player dreams about. Standing across the net was Romania's Elena Gabriela Ruse. The match slipped away. When the final point ended, so did the dream. Alex packed her bags and left New York without reaching the main draw.
No celebration, no breakthrough, no headlines.
Just another talented young player forced to wait for another opportunity. Many careers lose momentum after moments like that. Some players never fully recover. But Alex Eala did something different. Instead of letting disappointment define her, she used it as fuel. Fast forward just 24 months. She isn't fighting to qualify anymore. She isn't hoping for a wild card. She isn't praying someone withdraws. She's fighting for something much bigger. A seed. That single difference changes everything. Seeded players don't have to survive qualifying. They're recognized as among the strongest competitors in the tournament. It represents consistency, respect, and belonging among the elite. For almost 60 years, no Filipino had earned that privilege at the US Open. Alex Eala is now within touching distance. But here's where the story becomes even more intense. Nothing is guaranteed. The official seeding list won't be finalized until after the upcoming tournaments in Washington and Toronto. Those events will determine who finishes inside the crucial top 32. Standing only a few ranking spots behind Alex are several dangerous players, each capable of making a deep run and overtaking her with one outstanding week. The margin isn't enormous. It's fragile. One incredible tournament could change everything. That means Alex isn't chasing history anymore. She's protecting it. In tennis, holding a lead can sometimes be harder than building one. Every point suddenly carries more pressure. Every match feels heavier. Every ranking update matters. The encouraging news for Alex is that this stretch of the season actually works in her favor. Last year, she earned very few ranking points during this period after an early exit in Toronto and missing Cincinnati because of a shoulder problem. That means she has almost nothing significant to defend. Instead of worrying about losing points, she has an enormous opportunity to gain them. One deep run, one quarterfinal appearance, one exceptional week. That could push her to a new career-high ranking while making her US Open seeding virtually impossible to take away. This isn't wishful thinking. The evidence has been building for months. Back in March, Alex entered the world's top 30 conversation after an impressive run at Indian Wells, climbing to a career-high ranking of number 29. For many players, reaching that position is the hardest part. Staying there is even harder. The clay court season tested her. She experienced difficult losses against experienced opponents and admitted herself that the transition wasn't perfect. Yet something important happened during that stretch. She never disappeared. She never collapsed down the rankings. She remained inside the world's elite while continuing to improve. Then came the grass season, and everything changed. Alex captured the Birmingham Open title, adding another trophy to her growing collection. More importantly, she carried that confidence into Berlin, where she defeated multiple top 10 opponents and reminded everyone that her earlier success wasn't luck. It was progress. That momentum followed her straight into Wimbledon. For the first time in history, a Filipino singles player entered a Grand Slam as a seeded competitor. History had already begun, but almost nobody expected what happened next. Standing across the net was the defending Wimbledon champion, a 5-time Grand Slam winner, the world number 3, one of the biggest names in women's tennis. Most people expected a routine victory for the favorite. Instead, they witnessed one of the tournament's biggest surprises. The opening set alone lasted an incredible 90 minutes. Every rally felt like a battle. Every game became a test of courage. Neither player refused to give an inch. Finally, everything came down to a dramatic tiebreak. Alex refused to blink. Point after point, she matched one of the greatest players in the world until she finally closed it out 11-9. It wasn't just the score that shocked everyone. It was how she won. She stayed calm. She stayed fearless. She trusted herself. Even her opponent admitted afterward that Alex's unique serve was incredibly difficult to read, despite not being the fastest on tour. That comment revealed something important. Alex wasn't simply overpowering opponents. She was outthinking them. The second set became a statement. She played with confidence that seemed impossible for someone making the biggest run of her career. The defending champion had no answers. When the final point landed, center court erupted. Alex Eala had reached the 4th round of Wimbledon. No Filipino singles player had ever gone that far at a Grand Slam in the Open era. It wasn't simply another upset. It was proof. Proof that her ranking belonged exactly where it was. In fact, it suggested something even bigger. When the world number 29 defeats the world number 3 on one of tennis' biggest stages, maybe the ranking is no longer the limit. Maybe it's only the beginning. Although her Wimbledon journey ended in the next round against Jasmine Parolini after another hard-fought battle, something had already changed forever. The tennis world was no longer asking who Alex Eala was. They already knew. And perhaps the most remarkable part of this entire story is that every major chapter seems connected to one place: New York, the very city where she won the US Open girls singles title in 2022, the same city where she suffered the heartbreaking qualifying defeat in 2024, the same courts where she finally earned her first professional Grand Slam main draw victory in 2025 after defeating a seeded opponent. And now, those exact courts may soon welcome her back, not as an underdog, not as a qualifier, but as the first seeded Filipino player in US Open history. 4 different Augusts, 1 location, 1 remarkable journey. It almost feels like New York has been quietly writing every chapter of Alex Eala's career. But history isn't written by rankings alone. It's written by the people who recognize greatness before the rest of the world does. After her stunning Wimbledon breakthrough, respected tennis voices couldn't stop talking about Alex Eala's future. Former US Open finalist Greg Rusedski made a prediction that immediately caught everyone's attention. He said Alex has the talent to win Wimbledon one day and even reach the world's top 5. Coming from someone who has competed at the highest level, those weren't empty compliments. They were the words of an expert who had seen something special. Legendary doubles champion Pam Shriver was equally amazed, calling Alex's performance one of the most extraordinary matches she had witnessed. Their praise wasn't based on potential alone. It was based on what Alex had already proven against the very best. That growing belief is exactly why the upcoming US Open means so much. This isn't about receiving opportunities anymore. It's about earning respect through results. Every victory has moved her one step closer to a place no Filipino player has ever reached. And if she successfully protects her ranking over the next few weeks, she won't simply arrive in New York as another competitor. She'll arrive as a history maker, carrying the hopes of an entire nation onto the biggest hard courts in the world.